Before he became the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan was once told he wasn't tall enough to make his high school team. This is the story of how a determined kid from North Carolina defied the odds to become a global icon and redefine the game forever. Born on February 17, 1963, in Brooklyn, New York, Jordan grew up in Wilmington, North Carolina, with his siblings James, Larry, Dolores, and Rosalind. His rise to basketball stardom had humble beginnings. After being cut from the varsity team as a sophomore, Jordan used the setback as fuel, dedicating himself to relentless training. By his junior year, he had grown 4 inches and become the standout player at Emsley A. Laney High School. By graduation, he was averaging over 25 points per game and earned a spot in the prestigious 1981 McDonald's All-American game, signaling the start of a legendary career. His talent didn't go unnoticed by college scouts, and he ultimately accepted a scholarship to the University of North Carolina, where he majored in cultural geography and, as a freshman, sank the game-winning shot to secure the Tar Heels' 1982 national championship. His performance launched him into the national spotlight. In 1984, Jordan entered the NBA as the 3rd overall draft pick by the Chicago Bulls, quickly becoming a sensation. Known for his high-flying dunks, impeccable defense, and game-winning performances, he earned the nickname Air Jordan. His tenacity and athleticism led the Bulls to their first NBA championship in 1991, and he followed that with 2 more championships in 1992 and 1993, cementing his legacy with a three-peat. However, in 1993, tragedy struck when his father was murdered, prompting Jordan to retire from basketball and pursue a brief career in minor league baseball. By 1995, he returned to the NBA, leading the Bulls to another 3 consecutive championships from 1996 to 1998. Along the way, Jordan became a 6-time NBA champion, 5-time league MVP, and 10-time scoring champion. His intensity and dedication to winning made him a global icon, with many calling him the greatest basketball player of all time. His influence went beyond basketball. His endorsement deal with Nike created the legendary Air Jordan sneaker line, which remains a cultural phenomenon. He also starred in the iconic 1996 film Space Jam and was the subject of the Emmy-winning documentary series The Last Dance, which chronicled his final season with the Bulls. Post-retirement, Jordan became an influential businessman, acquiring ownership of the Charlotte Hornets in 2010. In 2016, he made history as the first NBA player to become a billionaire, and by 2024, his net worth reached $3.2 billion. Jordan has also made his mark in NASCAR, co-owning 2311 Racing. About personal life. Jordan's personal life has been filled with both highs and lows, reflecting the complexity behind the legend. On September 2, 1989, Jordan married Juanita Vanoy in Las Vegas. The couple had 3 children, Jeffrey, Marcus, and Jasmine. Despite their early success together, their marriage faced challenges. In 2002, the pair filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, though they briefly reconciled. Ultimately, in December 2006, they divorced amicably, with Juanita reportedly receiving a then record-breaking settlement of $168 million, which is equivalent to $254 million today. His real estate ventures mirrored his success on the court. In 1991, he purchased land in Highland Park, Illinois, to build a massive 56,000-square-foot mansion, which was completed in 1995. He listed the property for sale in 2012. In addition to Illinois, Jordan owns homes in North Carolina and Jupiter Island, Florida. In 2006, Jordan was embroiled in a legal battle with Carla Naffel, who claimed Jordan owed her $5 million as part of an alleged deal to keep their relationship quiet. After a DNA test proved he wasn't the father of her child, the court ruled in Jordan's favor. Years later, Jordan found love again with Cuban-American model Yvette Prieto. After dating for several years, Jordan proposed to her on Christmas in 2011. The couple tied the knot in a lavish ceremony on April 27, 2013, at Bethesda by the Sea Episcopal Church. In February 2014, they welcomed identical twin daughters, Victoria and Isabel. By 2019, He had become a grandfather when his daughter Jasmine gave birth to a son with professional basketball player Rakeem Christmas. Jordan's personal life, while often under the spotlight, reveals a man who faced challenges off the court but remained devoted to his family. Michael Jordan's impact extends far beyond the basketball court, with his philanthropic efforts touching countless lives. As Chief Wish Ambassador for the Make-A-Wish Foundation since 2008, Jordan has granted hundreds of wishes, raising over $5 million for children in need. His generosity is perhaps best symbolized by his $7 million donation to fund 2 health clinics in Charlotte, North Carolina, providing critical care to underserved communities. Following the devastation of Hurricane Florence in 2018, Jordan donated $2 million to relief efforts, and his $5 million gift to the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture stands as one of the museum's largest personal donations. In 2020, amid a national reckoning on racial justice, Jordan pledged $100 million over 10 years to support social and economic equality for the Black community. Through initiatives like the Michael Jordan Celebrity Invitational Golf Tournament and the James R. Jordan Foundation, Jordan continues to honor his father's legacy, focusing on youth education and community development. His commitment to social change and justice shows that, just like on the court, his influence in philanthropy is nothing short of legendary. About professional career. When Michael Jordan entered the NBA in 1984, few could have predicted the seismic impact he would have on the sport. Drafted 3rd overall by the Chicago Bulls, he wasted no time showing the world his extraordinary talent. By November of his rookie season, he was already being compared to legends like Julius Erving and Larry Bird, who had seen many greats come and go. Boldly declared Jordan the best player he had ever laid eyes on. It wasn't just hype. In his very first game at Madison Square Garden, Jordan received a standing ovation that lasted nearly a minute, a prelude to the adulation and respect he would command throughout his career. Then came one of the most iconic performances in NBA playoff history. In 1986, he delivered an unforgettable 63-point explosion against the Boston Celtics, leaving Bird in awe. The Celtics star famously described the performance with reverence. That was God disguised as Michael Jordan. As Jordan's career unfolded, his ability to score became his signature. He led the NBA in scoring for 10 seasons, an all-time record, matching Wilt Chamberlain's mark of 7 consecutive scoring titles. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, Jordan had solidified his status as an offensive powerhouse, combining his breathtaking leaping ability with a nearly unguardable fadeaway jumper. But Jordan's dominance wasn't limited to offense. He was also a defensive force, earning 9 selections to the NBA All-Defensive First Team, tying the record held by other greats like Kobe Bryant and Gary Payton. His influence on both ends of the court made him one of the most complete players the game had ever seen. His statistics speak volumes about his greatness. He holds the highest career regular season scoring average at 30.1 points per game, and an even higher playoff average of 33.4 points per game. Both records remain untouched. His 5,987 playoff points are second all-time, and his 32,292 regular season points place him among the top 5 scorers in NBA history. Perhaps the most defining aspect of Jordan's career was his ability to rise to the occasion when it mattered most. No moment was too big, no pressure too great. Whether it was buzzer beaters in the regular season or his finals heroics, Jordan always delivered in the clutch. His game-winning shot in the 1998 NBA Finals against the Utah Jazz not only clinched his 6th NBA championship, but also became one of the most iconic moments in sports history. He earned 6 Finals MVP awards, an NBA record, and 5 regular season MVPs, second only to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He finished in the top 3 for MVP voting 10 times, a testament to his decade-long reign as the game's greatest player. But he wasn't just dominating on the court, he was transforming the entire sport. In 1996, Jordan was named one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history. In 2021, he was again honored by the league with a spot on the NBA's 75th anniversary team. His presence made basketball a global phenomenon, appearing on the cover of Sports Illustrated 50 times, more than any other athlete. Jordan became synonymous with excellence, determination, and competitiveness. His influence extended beyond accolades. His flashy style, particularly his electrifying dunks and back-to-back slam dunk contest titles in 1987 and 1988, inspired a generation of future basketball stars. Legends like LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Dwayne Wade grew up idolizing Jordan, trying to replicate his killer instinct and swagger on the court. Despite his global success, he remained humble about his influence. He once lamented that younger players seemed to focus only on his scoring and dunking, neglecting the defensive excellence and all-around game that made him the complete package. But there's no denying that Jordan elevated the NBA to new heights. During his championship runs, the league's television ratings soared. Even by 2022, the NBA Finals had not matched the ratings Jordan's era achieved. In 1993, at the height of his powers, Jordan shocked the world by retiring from basketball following the tragic murder of his father. Pursuing a brief career in minor league baseball, a sport his father loved, Jordan's absence left a void in the NBA. However, the allure of basketball proved too strong, and in 1995, Jordan made a legendary return with the now iconic statement, "I'm back." His return was nothing short of epic. He led the Bulls to 3 more championships from 1996 to 1998, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest athletes in sports history. His emotional farewell in the 1998 Finals felt like the end of an era, but he had one more act left in him. In 2001, Jordan returned to the NBA once again, this time with the Washington Wizards, hoping to mentor younger players and prove that, even at 38 years old, he could still compete at the highest level. While his Wizards stint didn't lead to a championship, it added another chapter to a career defined by resilience, determination, and an insatiable drive to win. Jordan's contributions to basketball did not go unnoticed. In 2009, he was inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, surrounded by former teammates like Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman, as well as his beloved coaches Dean Smith and Doug Collins. His tearful induction speech, where he reflected on the people who had shaped his journey, gave birth to the viral Crying Jordan meme, forever capturing that emotional moment. In 2016, Jordan received one of the highest civilian honors in the U.S., the Presidential Medal of Freedom, presented by President Barack Obama. His legacy was further immortalized in 2022 when the NBA introduced a new MVP trophy named after him, establishing him as the gold standard for basketball greatness. As if to highlight the magnitude of his impact, Jordan's game-worn jersey from the opening game of the 1998 NBA Finals was auctioned for a record-breaking $10.1 million in 2022, making it the most expensive game-worn sports memorabilia in history. Michael Jordan's career is a testament to greatness, resilience, and a legacy that will inspire generations to come. About his house and cars. Michael Jordan's house and car collection are as legendary as his basketball career, showcasing his taste for luxury and exclusivity. His primary residence is a sprawling mansion in Highland Park, Illinois, which he has been trying to sell for over a decade. Originally listed at $29 million and now reduced to $14.85 million, this extraordinary property boasts 9 bedrooms, 15.5 bathrooms, a full-size basketball court, an infinity pool, a putting green, a tennis court, and even a cigar room. Meanwhile, Jordan's passion for cars is just as impressive. As a well-known car enthusiast, his collection includes rare and powerful machines, such as the one-of-a-kind Pininfarina Battista Tartamerica, an electric hypercar with a staggering 1,900 horsepower, and the Hennessy Venom F5 Roadster, designed to surpass 300 miles per hour. Other highlights include the elegant Ferrari 550 Maranello with its 485 horsepower V12 engine, and the ultra-rare Bugatti Veyron Sang Noir, one of only 12 ever made. Each vehicle reflects Jordan's love for performance and exclusivity, adding yet another layer to his iconic legacy. And that's the legend of Michael Jordan, a legacy that transcends the court, from iconic championships to an unmatched influence on the world of sports and beyond. His story is one of greatness, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. If you enjoyed this journey through MJ's life and career, don't forget to hit that like button share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more legendary stories. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more.